Welcome to Fashion Reverie Talks. I am Tijana Ibrahimovic.
And I am Cicely Daniels.
Fashion Reverie takes you from the front lines of fashion to the front row.
All of Fashion Reverie Talk segments are based on published content found on fashionreverie.com.
So remember, if you want more information on the segments, go to fashionreverie.com.
In this episode, we chat about Feral Girl Summer with fashionreverie.com editor-in-chief William S. Gooch, and we bring back our Fashion Reverie Quiz with publicist Scott French.
So we start every episode with fashion news, and our news segments are based on the fashion news alerts found on fashionreverie.com. So let's jump into the current events in fashion. Let's start with you, Cicely.
All right. So we have found out that Hollywood power stylist Roach has created a resort capsule collection with Herve Leger. This is a lilac and neutral toned 25-piece collection, and it's giving a new perspective on the famous bandage dress. And now Roach has become famous for styling celebs like Zendaya, Bella Hadid, Tiffany Haddish, among others, and has appeared on America's Next Top Model. And recently Roach has dropped hints about what's in the collection, what it's looked like with ribbon embroideries and stripes. And it's priced between $690 and $2,900. So, you might spend a little bit, but, I do love resort wear because I love resorts. So whenever someone, I'm just saying, I like vacation. That's not wrong, Tijana.
I agree with you. Yeah, I would wear resort wear every day, meaning I would love to be on vacation every day. And I try though.
I like clothes that give you the feeling of vacation, like even if you happen to be in Manhattan going to work. So, resort wear can be for anywhere. So it's exciting. We'll look forward to it. What do you think, Tijana?
I'm curious to see how it will look like because resort wear should be a little more relaxed and comfy. And usually leger dresses are more cocktail dresses or dresses to go out in. So let's see. I'm very curious about it, what he will bring to this collection. So let's see. So Cicely, have you been following defamation trial of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard?
I mean, I don't think I've been following it, but it's been one of those things that I feel like no matter where you are, someone will end up talking about something. People were waiting for the, verdict and law, whatever.
Yeah.
People had a lot to say as it was going on, if they were on a certain side. I was observing. And I was
okay. Well, it was definitely entertaining to say the least, and definitely the talk of the town. And so, though some may not agree with the judgment rendered by the judge in the case, but I feel like the majority around me is kind of happy about what the result is, even though everyone says it's not over yet. But one thing is true, the case has increased sales of Dior's men's fragrance, Sauvage. The fragrance, which Johnny Depp is the face of. Depp's fans have made Sauvage the highest selling men's fragrance this week at Ulta and Sephora. And they also had a TikTok hashtag trending, Dior Sauvage, that's been viewed nearly 350 million times. So Wall Street Journal editor Jacob Gallagher noted that Sauvage has also become the fourth top selling men's the perfume on Amazon and the TikTok. So actually just on Amazon, but the TikTok hashtag has over 350 million views. So, Depp has said that he's very grateful to Dior for sticking with him and not dropping him as a face of Sauvage that he's been face of since 2015. So it looks like Dior scored this time, and it worked out for both.
Ooh, it just feels too scandalous. I don't know. I mean, it is. I guess every couple has their whole things, but I'm glad they're not together. That's what I will say. Clearly they needed to not be together. And
well, the way I see it, if I would have to pick which one of them to date, it would be Depp.
I don't know, Tijana. I actually, with all that we've learned, I'm gonna look for a different suitor for you, regardless. So we're gonna just thank you. I know Johnny and Amber are probably watching. I'm really not taking sides, but Johnny, Tijana's busy. We can't get involved in anything so tumultuous in our lives.
So Cicely, other words, your advice would be to just go for someone.
I'm not saying, I'm an actor. You can date actors. Actors are fine, but some actors are still everyone is working on themselves. And just based on all of the things, it just feels like a lot of work is happening over there with both of them. And I don't need to be, we're just gonna, you're looking for a man who's got it together, who's worked it out already. That's all I'm saying. You're a famous man who's also super wealthy and very handsome, and the face of something, he's already worked it out. So
okay. I'll listen to your advice.
Well, that is it for our fashion news for this week. But of course, if you want to stay on top of what's going on in fashion, in news, in the world, in dating, you know where to go, fashionreverie.com.
So now we welcome William Gooch, editor-in-chief of Fashion Reverie. Welcome, William, to your own Fashion Reverie Talks show.
Very funny, Tijana. It seems like I'm on every episode this for the latter part of this season. And I have to say, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera. Thanks to you. Thank you.
So you're ready for the summer?
I'm trying to get ready. As you can see, I've been working out in the gym.
Yes, we can see that actually, which is a good thing. So you wrote an article, Feral Girls of Summer 2022 Fashion. And I am curious, what is this trend, Feral Girls of Summer? Can you explain it?
Okay, well, I think about 3 weeks ago, I was watching, what's her name? Hoda Gatti. I'm pronouncing her name wrong. On the morning shows.
So you're probably pronouncing it pretty close.
Okay, right. She was talking about summer trends, and one of the summer trends on one of the morning shows, she was talking about it, is Feral Girls of Summer. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, feral? That's what you call wild animals who've never been in contact with humans. Feral cats actually don't meow. Meowing is something cats do when they're in contact with humans and they're raised around humans. And it's a language that cats have with humans. So when she was saying Feral Girls of Summer, I'm like, what kind of girls are these? Are these girls that are just raised in the woods, like Remus and Romulus? I don't know what it is. But anyway, I looked up the trend, and one of my
wait. So why would I then read this article? I wasn't raised in the woods, and I do.
Well, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. I have a friend who actually is working on the same article for her fashion publication. It is a real trend this summer. It's girls who have lost all inhibitions and are going completely wild this summer based on the fact that, we've been under COVID restrictions for almost 2 years. And in most cities, most of the restrictions are very limited now. So you can gather in groups, don't have to wear a mask, you can do the things that you used to do before COVID. So this summer it's just a Feral Girls of Summer. It's just another version of Girls Gone Wild for the summer. It's the new version of that.
Well, I actually did talk to quite a few friends of mine, and we all agree that given, post-COVID fashion and style, that everyone is getting a little more adventurous and more daring when it comes to their fashion choices. So I guess there is something to it. And so let's discuss the crop top choices. I'm not yet that adventurous, but I'd love to hear about your choices.
Now, being that we're in this Feral Girls of Summer trend, that means you're probably, and it's warm, temperatures have warmed up, you're not going to be wearing a whole lot of clothes. So one of the trends is the crop top, which is a trend that's been going on forever. But these are very skimpy crop tops. And H&M has a great sleeveless turtleneck crop top, black, very affordable, $18. So if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on crop tops and on this particular trend, H&M is the place to go. It's a great sleeveless turtleneck crop top. And then, the other crop top that I actually love, it's not really a crop top, it's a bandeau by Cynthia Rowley. Just a bandeau across your breast with a black
it's not a swimsuit top. It is not a swimsuit top.
No, it's not a swimsuit top. It's a bandeau top. You can see it in the image, and it's crystal embellished mesh. It's a little pricey. It's $175. And I think it's a great way to show off all the exercise you've done in the summer, that slim waist, that flat stomach, even if you don't quite have the six-pack yet. So ladies, this is a great top to be wild, to be free, to be uninhibited in these summer crop tops.
So let's talk about some of the great little flirty frocks you chose for the selection. Why those?
Well, because, you want to be able to move easily. You remember, these are garments for that girl that starts her party on Wednesday until Monday morning. So you can still be stylish, but you want to have a lot of ease of movement, a lot of freedom, some bold color. So one of the garments we chose is Berska. I'm not really that familiar with the brand, but it's a wonderful reprint, kind of tie-dye detail, great for the summer music festivals. You will get attention with this skimpy dress, and it's only $28. Now, if you want to go a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more, I want to be the belle of the ball, the dress to wear is the Jonathan Simkai fringe beige, kind of a beige peach dress with lots of fringe, a little pricey, $795, but that's a dress that you can wear whether you are a feral girl or not, and you can wear it next summer if this trend only lasts this summer.
Good point. Of course, no look is good enough without some accessories.
Of course.
So what did you choose when it comes to mini bags? And let's talk about mini bags.
Right. Now, these are small bags because remember, Feral Girls of Summer means you're going to be free, loose, no inhibitions, and you don't need a big bag to carry a lot of stuff because not only are you not wearing much, you're not carrying much. So you're probably only going to need to carry your cell phone, some credit cards, your debit card, maybe a little bit of cash, some lipstick. That's all you need. So a mini bag is perfect for that. And the bag that we like the most, we chose 3 bags. The bag we like the most is Betsy Johnson's pizza slice bag. It's made to look like a pizza slice. And it's quite affordable, only $118. I love it. I think it's great. It will definitely get you attention at this music festival because, at Fashion Reverie for our month of June, our theme is the intersectionality of music and fashion. So we kind of picked things that the feral girls will wear to the music festival. And, you kind of want to stand out. You just don't want to look like everybody else. So this bag will really make you stand out.
I love it.
Isn't that a cute bag? That's so cute.
I love
and another bag. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tijana.
Continue, please.
Yes. And we chose another bag. This bag is $155, and it has a red and white bag with a heart on it. And I need to look it up because I lost it in my notes. I'm trying to remember what the bag is actually by Ace, the brand Ace, and it's a shoulder. All these bags are kind of cross body bags. You know, you want to be safe. You know, you want your bag to be hanging out, somebody can just drag it off. So these are cross body bags, and it's a beautiful bag with the heart lock on it, a kind of a beige and red bag. It is a little pricey, $555, but it's a great bag. You'll stand out at that music festival. You'll get lots of compliments, and it's a bag that you can actually use not just in the summertime. It's a great bag to use during Valentine's Day because it kind of has a Valentine's Day love vibe. So those are kind of our selects for our Feral Girls of Summer. You can be wild and adventurous and a little out of control and still be stylish. That's what's important.
And still be ready for next Valentine's Day.
With that bag, yes. But you know, the pizza bag will make me want to eat.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Would it like tempt me to just go order pizza all the time? Well, William, thank you so much. All of these choices are super fun and great. I'm ready to go shopping for the summer. And for our viewers, for more, please go to fashionreverie.com.
And one more thing, we know this is summer where there are less COVID restrictions, but people, please be safe. We are not out of the pandemic quite yet. So please use some caution and be safe. Thanks, Tijana.
Thank you. All right, viewers, we are about to do another Fashion Reverie quiz with Very New York's publicist, Mr. Scott French.
Hello.
So, everyone knows I love doing these quizzes, so
over there
because I won each one of them. But let's see if I can keep up.
Yeah, there's three every week. Every month, I should say, we do these quizzes. There's one thing that always comes in play. One, Tijana wins, and secondly, we always find a new mate for Tijana. So let's see if this issue is going to be any different. So
but we already did in this segment. However, I will listen to Cicely's advice and, explore other options.
Exploring other options.
I think we have someone new for you. So shall we get started?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. In the fourth issue of the Fashion Reverie Quiz, we're doing a fashion news alert quiz, which is pulled from the headlines of Fashion Reverie. All these stories are sort of references back to the headlines of recent months. So if you've been paying attention, doing your job as the host of the show, you have no problem. So shall we dive right in?
Yes.
So let's start with question one. As you know, there's A, B, C, and D in each question. Just hold up your responses and I'll tally them up. So let's get started. So number one is, which iconic French designer was known for his padded shoulder? Can I start this again? Question one is, which iconic French designer known for his padded shoulder suits, cinched waist, and hypersexual silhouettes passed away earlier this year? Was it A, Michael Goma, B, Thierry Mugler, C, Albert Elbaz, or D, Virgil Abloh? So it's A, Michael Goma, B, Thierry Mugler, C, Albert Elbaz, or D, Virgil Abloh. So want to give us your answers?
Are we ready?
No. I mean, yes, but no, but.
Are you Googling? What are you doing?
I'm trying to.
Get disqualified.
I'm not disqualified. I don't have the papers. And so, look.
I can just go ahead and win this.
You can, I can't see it. So you can just say it. Cicely. We'll give you. So, Cicely, what's your answer?
My answer is D.
D, Virgil Abloh. And
but
is B. Well, guess what? Guess one of you is correct. And that would be Tijana. Yes, correct. It was Thierry Mugler. Thierry Mugler just passed away earlier this year. And by the way, the proper pronunciation, I looked this up because there's been a lot of controversy about how to say his name. And I had someone on Google, they have the pronunciation guide. It's Thierry, so Thierry Mugler. It's not Mugler. It's been said so many different ways. Thierry Mugler, Thierry Mugler. The proper pronunciation is Thierry Mugler, and you can thank Fashion Reverie for that. Since Mr. Mugler's passing, There's been an American in charge of the house, Casey Cadwallader, who many people say, who's that? Well, actually, he studied architecture at Cornell University and then worked as an intern at Marc Jacobs and 17 years as the women's wear head designer for Loewe and Narciso Rodriguez, and most recently for Acne Studios. So the House of Mugler is in very good hands. So even though we don't have Thierry with us anymore, God rest his soul, we now have Mr. Cadwallader. So we're already, Tijana's off to a running start, 1, and Cicely, I'm sorry, nothing, which,
all right,
just hold on, you have your chance here. Okay, next one, Nike. Nike has named a building at their Beaverton, Oregon headquarters after this legendary athlete. Who is that athlete? Is it A, Shaquille O'Neal, the biggest person I've ever met in my entire life, Shaquille O'Neal, B, Tom Brady, C, Michael Jordan, or D, Serena Williams? So it's A, Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, B, Tom Brady, C, Michael Jordan, or D, Serena Williams. Who has that building in Beaverton, Oregon?
D.
So let's go. You say D, Cicely? Tijana, D. Well, the proper answer, the correct answer today is indeed D, Serena Williams. Both of you got that one right. So Ms. Williams' first deal with Nike was inked in 2003 for a 5-year, $40 million package and was renewed in 3-year extensions, said to be worth $55 million each. So if we add that to her $94 million in prize money, it's no wonder her net worth is estimated to be over $200 million. So Tijana, we've always been looking for you a mate. You're talking about Johnny Depp. Maybe Serena Williams is the way to go. And just give up Johnny Depp, move on to Serena.
Yeah, but I'm very straight, so.
Oh, you are? Okay, well, whatever. $200 million, but at least we've asked one question.
Yeah, right?
The only question I want to ask as we leave this question is perhaps tennis, anyone? Sounds like we ought to be playing a bit more tennis in our lives.
Absolutely.
So
a
now
tennis player is fine.
Okay.
But just, okay, fine.
Just to put it out there.
We're keeping
This next one, this next question is a really, really interesting one. Question 3 is, which 2 iconic fashion houses have recently come together to form a unique collaboration? Is it A, Ralph Lauren and Tommy Hilfiger, B, Dior and Balenciaga, C, Fendi and Versace, or D, Nina Ricci? So is that big collaboration the Lauren and Hilfiger collaboration? A, B, Dior and Balenciaga, C, Fendi and Versace, or D, Ricci and Lanvin? So let's see, what do we want to do here? Cicely, want to give your answer?
Give me my choices again. I'm trying to remember.
Yes.
I
A,
was like, it's on my like the tip of my brain. Oh my god! I'm so mad at myself because I know this answer.
I think you actually did this story, if I'm not mistaken.
I know.
A, it's Lauren and Hilfiger. B, Dior and Balenciaga. C, Fendi and Versace. Or D, Ricci and Lanvin.
I'm going
and
for
the final
C.
answer is C. Okay, Cicely says C. Tijana? C. And guess what? The proper answer is C. You both were on the board with that one. Fendi and Versace. A little known fact is this collection, which is known on inside terms and actually on the label as Fendace, was given a life after a dinner together in Milan with Fendi's Kim Jones and Donatella Versace. And over dinner, they realized that while Kim Jones has worked for many, many houses, Donatella's only ever worked for her own label or her brother's label. So she's never really had access to any other design aesthetics. So the two thought, wouldn't it be fun to see what would happen if we sort of dive into each other's worlds? They gave full unfettered access to the archives, and they both came out with a collection. And they showed it at the same time on the runway, known as Fendace. And everyone thought it was going to be a one-off stunt for the press, but actually the fashionistas all dove in, loved it, and rumor has it you're going to be able to buy it real soon in Milan, in a boutique in Milan. Yes. So
Ooh.
There you go. So Fendace is a real thing. So I'm not going to update the score yet because I don't want to really hurt your feelings, Cicely, but you're down by 1. We'll leave it at that.
I know.
Which, number 4, you have 2 more questions to catch up. Here we go. Which well-known fashion photographer passed away earlier this year? That's the key, this year. Was it A, Patrick de Marchalier, B, Mario Testino, C, Bruce Weber, or D, Bill Cunningham? Well, A, Patrick de Marchelier, famous for the Devil Wears Prada scene. B, Mario Testino, famous for September Issue. C, Bruce Weber for the famous Abercrombie and Fitch ads. Or D, Bill Cunningham from the New York Times. So what are we going to say?
A.
A, Cicely, I saw you mouthing now. A and A. Well, interestingly enough, with those two answers, this is coming down to one question for you to catch up, Cicely, because the correct answer is A. Wow. So Tijana's on the board with 4, and Cicely's on the board with 3. A little bit more about Patrick Marchelier. Was such a loss for fashion photography, but Patrick's list of iconic photos could literally fill a month's worth of Fashion Reverie Talks episodes. But for me, his most memorable images are his shots of Princess Diana following her divorce from Prince Charles. He captured what I believe to be her true spirit. And we have a mutual friend, Diana and myself, was Liz Tilbaris, the lit editor-in-chief of Harper's Bazaar. And Liz also told me that she felt that was Diana's most iconic photo shoot. So huge, huge loss there in the fashion world. Coming down to a story that just broke this past 2 weeks ago. So are we ready for this one? Which CFDA executive recently vacated their post? So CFDA, as we know, is the Council of Fashion Designers of America, has a lot of very, very famous members and some non-famous members like myself, recently left the post. Is it A, Diane von Furstenberg, or Dion, if you talk to her, B, Stephen Kolb, C, Tom Ford, or D, Grace Coddington? So A is DVF, B is Stephen Kolb, C, Tom Ford, or D, Grace Coddington? So here, ready for your answers? Want to go first, Cicely, since you don't have the benefit? What is it?
C.
C and C. Well, what do you know? The correct answer is indeed C. And we have some bad news and some good news. So we'll get to that in just a moment. Tom followed a long list of iconic predecessors, including Stan Herman, Diane von Furstenberg. He left after only 3 years, however, which is a very, very short term as the president of the CFDA. And under his leadership, it wasn't always met without controversy. He did launch Runway 360, which allows everyone a front row seat at Fashion Week. For those of you who aren't watching from the front rows of Fashion Reverie, you can always catch on Runway 360. And other fashion weeks around the country were given a bit of a spotlight, which caused many New York fashion people to say, is he really, really focusing the spotlight elsewhere and taking attention away from us here in New York? But after only 3 years, he left with no reason given. So I think they're going to have to tune into Fashion Reverie for some more on this one, because this is a story that's definitely going to be developing. But for now,
he's supposed to be a part of CFDA.
They generally take on 2-year terms, but I think during COVID, they sort of extended the term and gave him a 3-year term. So basically, he left after 1 year, which is a stark contrast to Diane, who I think was there for 8 years, and Stan Herman for 16 years. So it was a very, very short term. So, and it was given that he didn't leave at the end of his term either. It was sort of like 3 months early. So there's something going on somewhere in the CFJ camp or the Ford camp, but it seems to be a bit of discord, or perhaps it was just a mutual agreement. I don't want to speculate, but I have to tune in and watch that one. But for now, the big news is Cicely with 4 and Tijana continues her 4-episode streak with, I think a perfect score on all 4 as well, with 5. So Tijana Ibrahimovic is once again the victorious.
I'm giving you this clap because my mama taught me right, even though golly, Tijana. It was because I felt stressed out, like in the first question, and then I was like, I think.
Oh, okay. Now I know your weakness.
No, for real. I wasn't listening well, and I felt nervous, and I didn't have my papers, and I was being stressed out.
Well, prepare better next time. What can I say?
Well, I think that sometimes flawed fashion is beautiful, and you're slightly flawed here, sister.
Oh, you didn't know that's that fine. That's flawed fashion is still beautiful. So thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Well,
thank you all
I do have to add that if we did compete in singing, I would for sure lose. Because Cicely is a great singer, which I noticed. I listened to you sing a few days ago.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Tijana.
And thanks so much.
So Let's
you all.
not do
I'm
the singing competition.
No.
looking forward to a Nibby episode number 5 next season.
This was fun, Scott. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Well, viewers, that's it for this episode of Fashion Reverie Talks.
We would like to thank our editor-in-chief, William Gooch, and a very New York publicist, Scott French.
For information on these and other stories, go to fashionreverie.com. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next season. So this is it. See you next season.